Do you want more freedom and flexibility in your life, but aren't yet ready or able to quit working for the rest of your life? If you've saved and invested for a while, you could consider leveraging your wealth to gain more freedom today. One way to do that is to take a mini retirement. In today's video, I'm going to cover 4 mini retirement ideas. These are ideas of how you could use a mini retirement to enjoy your life today. Whether you can do this now or at some point in the future, I think the ways people are using mini retirements will inspire you to live your life just a little differently. Before we get into the different mini retirement ideas, let's start by defining mini retirement. So what is a mini retirement? A mini retirement is a small intentional break from work. Traditionally, we often think of our career and adult life as 2 stages. The first stage is approximately 40 years of continuous work with vacations and holidays. And the second stage is retirement, a work-free stage that goes from around age 60 until we die. A mini retirement approach takes that 20 to 40 year work-free stage and spreads it out. Mini retirement means not just 2 stages to live, but so many stages. Mini retirements can be known by a few other terms as well. Other people use the terms career break, sabbatical, or even a leave of absence. All of these can be used interchangeably, although sabbatical or leave of absence often imply the intent to return to the same employer. Mini retirement is therefore a more general term that can be applied to all of these situations. We like this term because of the intentionality behind it. Instead of just embracing a traditional view of retirement and retiring at an assumed age, a mini retirement is an intentional break much earlier in life, on your own terms. I defined mini retirement as a small intentional break from work. Small can mean different things to different people. A mini retirement could be a few months, or it could be a couple of years. The length of time will depend on your goals. You'll have to consider what you're taking a mini retirement for, and also your personal situation, including your finances. There are many ways to rethink retirement. And mini retirements are a unique way of asking, what is possible for me? And reminding us all to dream big now, today. Being bold enough to ask yourself, how do I want to spend my time? And what would bring me the most joy and satisfaction? Sometimes coming up with novel ideas or unique adventures can be a challenge. That's why I wanted to share 4 mini retirement ideas, different ways that you could leverage a mini retirement to enjoy life today. So without further delay, let's jump into the ideas. The first mini retirement idea is to take time off to complete a long distance trek. Some of the more popular treks are the Camino de Santiago, the Appalachian Trail or the AT, or the Pacific Crest Trail. People who have completed these through hikes have often reflected on the transformational influence on their lives. On top of the physical challenge and the sense of accomplishment, it can also provide an extended period to reflect and discover yourself. After all, besides moving forward, eating, and sleeping, there's not much else you can do with your time other than reflect. Diana Miriam, the founder of the Economy Conference, talked about her journey on the Camino in our interview with her. She initially decided to walk the Camino to support a 70-year-old uncle, but as she prepared for the trip, it became more and more a quest for herself. Funny enough, she also admitted that she did not figure out her entire life on the Camino and plans to return at some point in the future. I'll include a link up here if you want to hear more about her story and how the Camino played an important role in her financial journey. If you're looking for a challenge or an extended period of time in nature, consider taking a mini retirement to complete one of these treks. As Diana said, you may not figure out all of your life, but it could be truly transformative. If you aren't one for pushing your body to its limits, and that's okay, I'm not sure I would want to commit weeks or months to such a challenge, then you may want to consider taking a mini retirement to travel. How and where you travel can be a choose your own adventure. It could mean traveling across the country in an RV, like our good friend Heidi from Ordinary Sherpa. Heidi and her husband took a year off from work to travel with their kids across the country in their RV on a gap year. Since they wanted to do this with their kids, they knew there was an expiration date. They couldn't wait until retirement because their oldest son said he would only want to do it before high school. During their 1-year family gap year, they traveled all the way to Alaska, down to Florida, and so many places in between. We are also huge fans of RV living. We're currently traveling around in our camper van. While I wouldn't consider our trip a mini retirement because we are working from the road, I would highly recommend it. It's one of the best ways to enjoy all that nature has in store and not feel like you have to rush from place to place. If traveling around in an RV isn't your style, but you like the idea of traveling, consider taking an around-the-world cruise. This can be a great way to explore the world, often visiting over 60 countries in 9 months. And if you aren't ready to commit to a full 9 months, you can also do segments of an around-the-world cruise. Using a cruise to explore can simplify the planning efforts and minimize the costs. Using your mini retirement to travel is a great way to meet new people, learn about other cultures, and expand your horizons. I found that it gives me a new perspective on life and gives me a greater appreciation for the world we live in. Another meaningful idea for a mini retirement is to give back or volunteer, and there are a number of ways to do this. If you're looking for a longer-term engagement, the Peace Corps may be a good option for you. Volunteers joining the Peace Corps join for a 27-month term, with 3 months training and 2 years of service. Peace Corps members serve across the globe in over 60 countries and fill a variety of roles. There's perhaps no better way to immerse yourself in another culture and give back in a meaningful way than joining the Peace Corps. But if you can't commit to that long of a period, you could also consider volunteering for the National Park Service. I recently learned that the U.S. National Park Service accepts volunteers, and we've briefly talked about doing this in the future. We love visiting the national parks, and this feels like a great way to give back. The volunteer options are practically endless. You could also volunteer for a political campaign, or you could help with disaster relief after natural disasters, or you could find other local opportunities to volunteer. Volunteering is a great way to not only give back, but expand your horizons and meet people that you might not otherwise meet. Another great use of a mini retirement is to learn something new. This could be a specific trade or skill, or even a new foreign language. When Jess was in college, she lived in Costa Rica for a month attending an immersive language learning program. I know several other people who have attended immersive language programs, and they swear by the experience. There's no better way to learn a new language than immersing yourself in the culture. Is there some skill or trade that you would like to learn? What would you choose to pursue if you had several months off from work? Taking time away from work to learn something new can jumpstart your understanding and competency of a new technique, and is a great use of a mini retirement. It doesn't even have to apply to your job or a business idea. It could be just for the sake of learning or enjoying a new hobby. Think about learning pottery or blacksmithing, and how you could use those as a creative outlet. In addition to volunteering, I could also see ourselves taking time away from work to learn new skills in the future. I'm the type of person that loves learning new things and refining my craft, so this is really appealing to me. But I want to hear from you. Which of these mini retirement ideas appeals to you the most? Let me know in the comments below which one you are most likely to pursue and why. Or if you have another mini retirement idea beyond the 4 that I've highlighted, I'd love to hear about those too. And if you want to learn more about mini retirements, you can watch our other video on the 4 reasons to take a mini retirement. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy the journey.